Let's come back home, and of course we had our KPL going down. Leopards, of course, were back to winning ways as Gor Mahia and Homeboyz shared the spoils in a 1-1 draw. Let's take a look. Mukami, what do you think? Gor Mahia, of course, not Gor, but rather Homeboyz dropping the points. Of course, they're chasing for the title alongside Tusker. But how do you see this panning out, bearing in mind that the table has changed? Most after BANDARI United were kicked out. And so Homeboyz, I think, have been the biggest loser after that change of table.
Yeah, I think at least if you look at this game, Homeboyz needed to come from a goal down, and they know that the pressure is mounting in terms of Tusker. They had gone for so many games without a win, and they finally won. And I think that pressure is getting to the club, to even the fans, because even the coach was urging the fans, like, you guys relax. You know, they were starting to bring problems because they didn't do well against Wazito. And you know, it feels like we have our own little English Premier League fight that's coming down to the wire in terms of Tusker and Homeboyz. And, you know, it's good to see another club up there. It's not the usual Gor, it's not the usual FC. No, FC was never up there. but I think Homeboyz, like, they just need to keep fighting.
Homeboyz is a small FC.
Yeah, it's a
But anyway, looking at it, Mukami, they are actually level points right now on 57-57. Remember, BANDARI were relegated, and therefore the games they played, the points they gave or earned don't count. So they are all on 57 points. Homeboyz, of course, having a game in hand. There you can see the table. And of course, BANDARI, Arocho, have joined the fray, actually. They're challenging for the title. Just 3 points adrift of the top two boys. Well,
BANDARI is a team that has really convinced many. The fact that they brought in and had confidence in Anthony Kimani is one of the coaches. In the last 9 matches that he's played, I think he's picked 6 wins. One of the coaches that is showing a lot of confidence moving forward. But when I look...
It's another Teta.
Yes, and we have to be confident of our own. The former coach at BANDARI was a foreigner. But when you bring someone and you believe in him, you see the results coming. The team that really did not inspire over the weekend, I think it's Tusker. Tusker picked a draw against Nzoia, 2-2. That was not good for them because they were at home. It was expected that they could pick the 3 points. I'm looking at Tusker locking horns with the Homeboyz for the title. My team, KCB, we are back. I think this is the 11th match we had not won. We picked a one against City Stars, confidence back into the team. Gor Mahia was so wasteful against Homeboyz. I think Gor Mahia needs to do something. FC Leopards also, they almost squandered a 2-win first half results. 3-2 against, they won over the weekend. But I think something good is happening at Leopards. Other than the fans who have come back into the stadium, something good is happening at FC Leopards. And I believe next season, without easy masiasa mingi za FC Leopards will be a formidable side next season.
Leopards fan back to Stadia, we can't take that away from them, Mukami. But what became of Gor? They are not going to the stadium. The performance is very shaky. What's the issue?
I feel like Ken can answer that.
Unajua kwa mafans kuna kitu inaitangwa motivation. Nini naendea kwa uwanja? Nadhani fans wa Gor Mahia wana hiyo motivation ya kuendea results kwa uwanja, and that's why unaonanga most of the clubs hata ukiangalia English Premier League, kama timu yako ifanye poa uone haja ya kwenda ku watch game. So nafikiri Gor Mahia wamekosa hiyo motivation kutoka kwa players wa Gor Mahia, and that's why waingii kwa uwanja. Ukiangalia FC Leopards ni ile timu ya kukufia timu yao, kwa sababu ukiangalia kama Kawangware wako na branch karibu 10 za FC Leopards za mafans, but ukiangalia timu ya Gor Mahia wananga hizo mabranches za mafans. So nadhani motivation na results zikirudi kwa Gor Mahia, mafans pia watarudi kwa uwanja.
Now they have lots of fans, Ken, lots of them, as far as Kisumu.
They even have a handshake branch.
Yeah, they have quite many, but funnily they are not going to the stadium this season.
I think when Gor Mahia was up there to the continental platform, and so much was expected out of them. But they lost the historical Berkane trip, you remember.
And actually Berkane are now the champions, the CAF Confederation Cup champions.
So you can imagine if Gor kept that momentum, how far would have Gor Mahia gone. So there is that spirit that in as much as we will win the title, we will go to CAF Confederation or CAF Champions League. There is nothing much because no match preparation. So they have nothing to fight for. They have been to that top level, but the management has failed Gor Mahia fans. And it is a rallying call to the management, as he says, that FC Leopards is a promising side that we need to see more of them next season. You see, Gor Mahia, FC Leopards, as you say, it's not top there, but they are giving their fans a reason to smile. That's why fans are trooping in. But Gor Mahia have been there, but they have failed to achieve, not because they've been having a poor squad, not because they've been having a poor manager, but because they've been having poor logistical plans. And Gor Mahia fans have nothing to celebrate.
And just on what Arocho was saying in terms of Bandari, what I really wonder is, even if let's say Bandari win the league, let's say they manage to win this league, and you know Modo proves AFC Leopards wrong, he lifts the title with a club that is not AFC Leopards, even though he was devoted to that club. Do you think that it would change the management of AFC Leopards' minds from hiring foreign coaches? Because that's what I'm wondering. Would it change them from stopping to hire foreign coaches? Would they bring Anthony Kimani back to try and win?
I don't think they will bring him, because I don't think even Bandari will allow it. But again, it will change the perception that it's not about foreign coaches. And for the longest time, look at the Kenya Premier League, it has been lifted by local coaches. Matano, the defending champion, is a local coach.
Except at Gor, where foreigners have been winning it.
Except at Gor Mahia.
But again, Anthony Kimani, a fine gentleman, as much as doing well at Bandari, remember, he's still an interim coach. He just took over after his mentor, Kasambungo, was actually given the boot, Arocho.
Well,
this may be reason to confirm him at the end of the season.
Just to go back a bit, I think the reason why he left FC Leopards is the fact that Leopards were not elevating him. But the explanation from FC Leopards management is what, at that particular time, Kimani had not attained the CAF B license, so he could not really sit on the bench. At Bandari, being interim or not being interim...
Has he attained?
Yeah, he's now attained the B class, so he's ready to be a full coach. It's neither here or there for me. It's neither here or there, having a local coach or a foreign coach. It's just the attitude. The attitude from far, it starts with the management. The moment the management feels that we have a good coach who is qualified and can take us to the next level, then the players will pick it, and eventually it will spread all over the team. So kudos once again to Kimani at Bandari.